Well, we wish you a jolly Christmas. We wish you a jolly Christmas. We wish you a merry, jolly Christmas and a happy new year. Well, 'tis the season to be jolly. You know that's right. Welcome to the Christmas episode of Happily Married Monday with the Jolleys. I am Dr. Willie Jolley, and my bride is on the way. She is coming, and she is getting beautiful, because we were out this evening. But here comes the bride. Here she is.
Merry Christmas. We were out last minute shopping because of him.
That's true. I must say it's true because
and I was just going with him.
She went with me. I said it's time for me to do my Christmas shopping. That's right. Day before Christmas, 2 days before Christmas, I knock it out. I get it done. I've been busy. We've been traveling. We were in Hampton, Virginia this weekend. We were in New York last week, and I got radio shows. I got stuff to do.
He likes the last minute anyway.
Well, it gets my energy going. It gets my enthusiasm, my adrenaline.
And I plan well in advance so that I can just hang with him at the last minute.
So anyway.
We're the Jolleys.
Happily Married Monday with the Jolleys, Dr. Willie and Dee Jolley. And so we want to thank all of you for tuning in, continuing to tune in. Thank you for sending your questions and your concerns and your issues that you wanted our impact or input on your marital situations. For those who don't know, we've been married for 35 years come June 28th. 35 years. We haven't had an argument in over 33 years. About 33. And people are always amazed, is that really true? It's actually true. Now that doesn't mean we don't disagree. We disagree, but we don't argue. Because we learn some principles.
So what is the difference in disagreeing and being and arguing?
Well, disagreeing means we have something that we don't agree on. Isn't that good? Oh, that's so good.
We don't see eye to eye on certain subjects.
Okay.
Okay.
But we don't argue. That's the difference.
But we're not disrespectful to each
other. Or
other.
do we get intense in that disagreement? Because we came up with systems. We came up with rules that work if you work them.
They're called the rules of engagement.
Rules of engagement.
How do you choose to disagree? Because there will be times and topics that you don't always agree on. I can think of one right now. See how we start laughing? That we disagree on.
Yeah, we disagreed on that topic.
About eating leftover food.
Yeah, we disagreed about eating some food that I wanted that was
left over
from my brother-in-law.
12 hours left over. We don't have to say all the details.
And it was good, and I wanted
it was good when it was newly purchased.
But it was good, and I said we can just. But we were in the car for quite a few hours, and then we went to church.
At least,
and then we went to a party.
Was in the car.
So
unrefrigerated for over 12 hours.
It wasn't 12 hours, more like 8. But whatever. She said.
See,
we disagreed about it, and so she threw out my food.
And I said, I love you too much to let you eat that when it has not been refrigerated for many hours.
Well, that was a disagreement. Now, that could have, if we didn't have rules of engagement. We've had people who've gotten into major arguments over who's going to turn out the lights when you leave the room. We've had people who've gotten major arguments about where you go to dinner. We've had people who've gotten into major arguments about who turns the light out at night. Remember we had somebody talk, who's going to turn out the light? Well, you're the last one getting it. And they got in a major argument about it. I mean, hollering, screaming.
But I don't think any of those are really that's not the crux. Those are symptoms of other things. In terms of not being.
How many of you have had an argument with your spouse in the last year? Come on, be honest.
Disagreement.
No, I didn't say that. I said, how many of you have had an argument with your spouse in the last year? Now,
I don't remember what you argued about.
That's exactly right. You probably don't remember what you argued about, but it got heated. And sometimes words were said that were hurtful, that added to the already problematic issue that was being handled. You added more on it by the words that were said. We don't get there, because we don't get there. We don't get angry words said to each other, because we've learned that there are principles. One, that we have rules of engagement. Right out of the book, we encourage people to read that whole chapter about how to disagree, so that you don't say ugly things to each other that you can't retract. We say it almost every week. Words are like toothpaste. Once they're out of the tube, it's hard to pull them back. It's almost impossible. And people's feelings get hurt. Now, what happens when somebody's feelings are hurt? When somebody has said something, or when there is some tension?
You have to let them know that you hurt their feelings, and you have to apologize. And the other person must apologize immediately.
Quickly. Do it quickly. We have so many people we are having conversations with or communications with who let it fester. And once it festers, they take yesterday's problems into today, then they take today's problems into tomorrow, and they take today's problems into tomorrow's problem into next week, because they didn't deal with it. Get right to it.
So you're talking about communication.
Yep. Communication, and how do you do it, and how having a system for how you disagree. It would give you less drama in your relationship. How many of you want more peace when you get home? No drama. How many want that? If that's what you want, then we want to tell you how to get there by what we found to be effective. That's all this is about effectively having a happy marriage. And nothing could be better. What a better gift to give your spouse at Christmas time than drama-free marriage as a gift. Wouldn't that be a good idea? Spouses, hit your spouse and say, I want a gift. Now, I like a sweater or
a diamond ring.
A diamond ring, but what good is a diamond ring when y'all throwing at each other? So let's see. Hey, Reggie Glenn, good to see you. Give your bride my best and your family. So folks, we are glad you are able to learn some of these principles through the book. And we are thankful for all the people who've written us and said the book helped their marriage. And by the way, this week on my Sirius XM show is excerpts from this live make it last, make love, make it money.
Is it going to become a podcast too, or not?
Yes, it will become a podcast. Now this
Everybody
is
didn't have Sirius XM.
If you got Sirius, listen to
what station?
Saturday 141 at 4 o'clock. Saturday at 141 at 4 o'clock. A gentleman called today who said he had heard it because it's re-airing a number of times because it's really powerful, and he said that was terrific. So he bought the whole package. He bought the whole package of the books, the marriage books, the audio books, the seminar, and the workbook. So we encourage you to listen to that XM show because we talk about a number of the highlighted excerpts from the
seminar
program.
at Grace Church.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now let's get back to what you are dealing with for Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
The mouse was stirring outside in the backyard. I'm sorry.
There was a mouse outside.
Drama last night.
We drove in and there was a mouse back there, and she just about had a fit.
The mouse did not. It wasn't a mouse.
There's
it was
a
rat.
whatever.
It did not
There's
move.
There's a house
It did not move.
across the street from us that's being demolished. And so it's stirring up all the creatures.
So we get out of the car. We've been gone for 2 days, and we're unpacking. And I walk to the back of the car, and there's something sitting there on the ground.
He looking up at her saying, "What's up?"
That's breathing. It's not moving. And it has a tail.
Yeah.
And it's not moving.
And she was
And I thought,
fit to be tied.
what is this? Rats run.
Yeah.
It did not run.
It didn't run.
It just sat there.
He looked at her. "What's up, Joe? How you doing? What's going on?"
So, okay, so back
All
to...
right. Now the
Not-
creature was staring, not even a mouse. The
Except the one in the
stockings were
backyard
hung
yesterday.
on the chimney with care, knowing that Santa Claus soon will be there. Now, what we want to say to you is that as you celebrate this Christmas season, or whether you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah, that during this high holy time of the year, that you really spend some quality time with your significant other. And one of the things we've been telling people over and over again, this weekend we were in Hampton, and
With a lot of significant others. So, with spouses and other family members. And
Yeah.
it was a wonderful celebration.
But-
Eating and talking and just sharing with each other.
But we've asked everybody who's in a marriage, do you have a date night? Do you have a date night? And 90% of them say, well, not really. We go on a date once a month. Or do you have a weekly date night? Well, we watch TV together and watch
It
a
keeps
movie.
the romantic fires.
I said, do you have
Kindled.
an intentional date night? It's in your schedule. You pulled out your phone. You both pulled out your phone. Said, let's put it in our schedule that we got a date at such and such a time. Now, for those who don't know, we've had a date night every Thursday night for at least 30...
20-some years.
No, it's been over
William
that.
was...
No, it's over than that.
No,
It's over
William
than
was like, what, 4 or 5?
Yeah, so that's probably 30 years.
Okay.
About 30 years. And it's Thursday night. Started at 9 o'clock. We would have 9 to 11 was our date night. We would put William to bed. We would tell our daughter Latoya that she could walk
was
by.
older.
She was older. She's 10 years older. You can walk by, but you can't come in. This is our date time. And we would turn on television. We didn't have any money to spend. So many people get tripped up because they say, well, we don't have more money to go out on a date. Or we got a babysitter. We can't afford it. No money, no money, no mas, no mas. We had no money. All we wanted, though, was time together. When we were dating, we didn't always go out to the movie.
So for Christmas, what?
So for Christmas,
The gift of...
the gift of time. Quality time with each other.
Yes.
The gift of building and enhancing your relationship. The gift of listening. I want you to listen and ask, what can I do better? I mean,
That's
be honest, what can I do better
For you.
for you? I mean, be asked. This will help your relationship, and don't get twisted up if they say, well, you know, you can be nicer.
Don't anticipate
Don't
an answer.
And if you don't like the answer, ask the question after that. Why? Why? Tell me more. You will get some insight maybe into your relationship that you didn't know and can help to heal or build or enhance your relationship. So, what can I do better for you, baby?
You can snuggle up with me more because you have the warm butt. He radiates the heat.
I promise you, I'll snuggle up next to you more.
Oh, okay, okay.
And
Real close.
real close
Okay,
to you.
okay.
I'll get close to you.
Okay.
And I enjoy every moment of it.
And what can I do better for you?
When I'm driving my car, And we get to wherever we going. Could you be ready to get out the car by the time we get there? You know where we're going.
Work on
it. Inevitably, I'm driving. I get to where we were at. I'm looking at my watch. We got to get in. And then it takes her another 3 minutes to get everything together and get out the car. I drove.
Can I give you a reason why?
Okay, tell me why.
But I will work at doing better, because the seats are so low, and I have to push myself up on the edge of the seat, so I can then swing my legs out. All that's extra time.
3 minutes? Anybody feeling me here? Anybody? I'm driving. I did all the driving. I drove.
I'm going to work on it, sweetheart.
And then, inevitably, I'm out. I'm halfway to where
you
gotta look around and say,
I know, but it's okay, because I know you're not going to leave me.
I'm not going to leave. I'm going to wait for you so we can hold hands.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, we hold hands everywhere. So I got to wait. But
I'm going to work at getting out of the car quicker.
All right, so
I'm going to do that.
That's easy peasy. And we just talked about it. That was a real life example of something that we said, okay, how can we improve, enhance? And she didn't get her feelings hurt. My feelings ain't hurt because she liked my behind and the warmth that it generates. So, it just is what it is. And I'm grateful. So, we want to say Merry Christmas to each and every. This is a shorter one. Hey, that's right. Thank you, Reggie Glenn. Yes, the gift of time. It really is the gift of time. Over the next holiday, if you're DC based, go to a museum.
They're free.
They're free
until December 31st.
What,
that's when they
African-American?
start. African American Museum
And
is the one that requires a timed entry, but there's no timed entry until December 31st, so it's free.
Also, the museum is going to be closing the end of the year, so you might want to go to the museum. We got all these museums. Make a date of going around DC. Well, the museum's not free.
Wait.
There's a cost for the museum.
The museum what?
The museum.
The museum.
Museum.
Okay.
All right. So, but find time to spend time with your significant other.
Walk around and hold hands.
Walk around and hold hands. Go
and
to
there
the
are
mall,
all
hold
the
hands.
trees. If you're in DC, each state has a decorated tree.
Down at the ellipse.
Yes. So the whole mall area.
Okay, but people who are not in DC. Okay, if you're not in DC, go to the mall when you're returning your gifts on the day after Christmas or whatever you're doing, and hold hands. I just want you to hold hands. I want you to be romantic to each other. Spend quality time.
So slow down.
Slow down.
And enjoy each other.
Yes, we enjoy each other. I'm so thankful that we've got a relationship where there's no drama. We enjoy each other. We work together. We're together all day. We travel together. We together all day, every day, except for a few hours when she's at the gym and I'm at a different gym. And we enjoy it because we changed our thinking. That's what you got to do. Oh, one of the things that we do want to encourage you to do, we're having our goal setting, how to win in 2020 seminar. And part of that is married couples who are coming together. We got a couple from Kansas City coming who have registered. We got married couples from around the country coming to say, we want to set goals for the decade. Not just for the year, but for the decade. For the upcoming decade.
And what does that look like? That's
why
a
we're
whole different.
All right. So what we want to do is encourage you.
It's a different mindset.
That's right. I said it to a friend of mine today. The way people think about wealth or money or survival even. The indigent think day to day. Day to day. Am I going to get enough food today? Where am I going to stay in the shelter tonight? I hope there's room in the shelter tonight. Day to day. The poor think month to month. Is the welfare check going to come on time? My assistant's going to come on time. The middle class think year to year. Am I going to get a raise next year? Am I going to make a little more money next year than I made this year? The rich think decade to decade. That I want to do better this next 10 years than I did last 10 years. And I forecasting and preparing for the next 10 years. But then the uber wealthy think generational. They think, what am I preparing for my children's children? The Bible says a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So it's always 3 generations that they'll be talking about. 3 generations. So he's thinking, what can I leave for my children's children, 3rd generation, that when I'm gone there, they'll be blessed. I just want you to think beyond where you're thinking now. Wherever, if you ended it, think to 30 days. If you're 30 days, think to year. If you year, think to decade. And if you're decade, start thinking about generation.
The question is, how do you learn to think that way?
Come to the seminar. All right, that's what we're going to say. How to get there. It's worth your investment to come to the seminar. It's January the 4th. Bring your spouse. Saturday, January 4th from 10 to 2. We're going to go deep into helping married couples, individuals prepare for the decade by starting with a great year, 2020. Join us for our goal setting, how to win this year seminar. We want you to be there. So you can go to williejolly.com/win.
Win.
W-I-N. That's it. I thank you so much. I'm not going to
pleasure.
remember. All right, win. So go there and register immediately. Also go to Jolley. With the gentleman who called today, he had gotten a little confused. He didn't know where to order the books. He said, I want autographed copies. Well, you can get the autographed copies of the book at jollymarriage.com, as well as the audio, as well as the seminar, and as well as the workbook.
So you get everything.
Everything at jollymarriage.com. If you go to Amazon,
You
then
get the book.
You just get the book only. That's the only place, the only thing that's available is there. But we do have the digital for those maybe watching in Australia, New Zealand, China, Japan. You can download it to get to you. All right.
Thank you.
All right. So I'm just so grateful for all of you. I want to thank all of you for being part of our community. I want to thank all of you who come up to us at the strangest places and say, I watch you on Monday nights. The lady the other day sent it to you, we were in New York. She said, I watch you. Really?
I appreciate that.
People in Carolina, I watch you. Really?
So send us your thoughts.
Send us your thoughts. Send us your concerns, your questions, your insights. Okay? Send it to us and say, here's some things we've been thinking about. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. We pray that you have a great Christmas. If you celebrate Hanukkah, we got some of our friends who are Jewish and you're celebrating Hanukkah. I was invited to a Sabbat dinner that's this week coming up. We've been invited, but we are already engaged in something else that night. But I told my friend, the rabbi, please invite me keep me on your list, because that's one of the things I want to create more relationship with my Jewish brothers, also with my Muslim brothers and sisters, and my Hindu. I want to create more world consciousness that I'm a Christian. I'm celebrating the birth of Jesus, but Jesus is the reason for the season, but we also got to love everybody. He told us to love everybody. So we love y'all. We thank y'all. We're glad for you. We want this marriage program to be a impacting process in your marriage. We want you to hold hands.
Positively impacting.
Positively. Hold hands.
So we said we were going to do early.
All right, we're doing it out. All right, we out. We going out early tonight. Merry Christmas. Have a jolly Christmas. May God bless you right now.
Jolly Christmas.
Jolly Christmas. Jolly out. See y'all.